Hey Facebook, been a long day today. Started out this morning early. Got into heavy snow, slippery roads in Idaho. They wasn't taking care of the roads that well. I had to use my little trick to keep this thing from jackknifing 6 times. It's called trailer brake and throttle. Open up the throttle and hit the jack brake to snap it back straight. It's only averaging maybe 20 miles an hour. I left Missoula, Montana early this morning, about 4. I got over here in the Seattle area today. I made it in 10 hours and 43 minutes. That should have only been a 6-hour drive. This road was bad. It didn't clear up until I got on the other side of Rainier. Not Rainier. Got it. Can't think of the name of it. That city. Well, anyway, got into high plains, high desert. Cleared up, raining. Come across. Came down the western slope and ran into some more snow, heavy rains, accidents everywhere. I made it down here. I was wanting to get 3 stops off, hopefully 4 today, but I only got 1 off. But I arrived here safe. I was careful. That's the name of the game. I'm going to fly out of here. I got 5 deliveries tomorrow. I got about 245 miles to drive total to deliver. About another 138 miles to come back, drop the trailer and the tractor off. The company I'm with, Ryder Logistics, they're flying me home for Christmas. And then they're going to fly me back. So that's good. And oh yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my daughter. Yeah, when we buy property, she's going to help out too. She says, I don't know what all she's going to do, but I'm going to try to teach her how to take care of the animals, because she's never had to process any animals. I don't think she's going to want to process them. I don't think she want to dispatch any animals. I don't think she wants to process them. But I'll offer this trainer. I know my boys wants to, but and she got a little upset that I haven't been mentioning her out here too much. Her name is Anastasia. We call her Stasia. She's a good girl. She helps me out a lot. She gives me grief sometimes. But what's a baby girl going to do? You know, I mean, she's my baby girl. I got a baby girl. I got an older namesake son, and I got a baby boy. So I mean, all 3 special to me. Love them all the same, but they're all special. They got their own special in my heart. Each one has a special niche in my heart. Not one. I don't love one more than I do the other. Yeah. I can't wait till I get this thing shaved off. It's getting kind of scruffy. I say it's going to go down to a goatee. At least I didn't grow it way out over my belly this year. I do that a lot, but I can't wait to get this off here because I hate when it starts going in my ears. If I let it grow, it'll get to a certain point that it will stop doing that, but I'm just going to go to a goatee. So, Stasia, I gave you a shout out, okay? And I hope you said, hope you will let me train you on the animals. Feeding them, I know you can do. Clean up after them, I know you can do, but I don't think you want to even do that because, let's face it, gags you to clean up after your dogs when he messes. But hey, you'll get used to it. Especially if you want a horse. I mean, if you just want a horse and you want me to help you with them and teach you all about horses, I'll do that. If you want other farm animals, I'll help you with that. If you will help me with taking care of my chicken, getting the eggs. If you want to learn how to kill them, or dispatch them, and process them, I'll show you. But if you don't want to, I'm not going to force you. But yeah, and please, Stasia, get onto the boys. Make them look at these properties. They haven't looked at any of them yet. Okay. I showed little Luther, on the internet, a couple of them. Okay. I told Adrian about it. So get onto them, Stasia, because you can make them do things that I can't do. I mean, they'll tell me they'll do it, but they blow smoke up my rear end. I'll start to say the other word, but gotta keep this clean because there might be some children watching, especially my grandchildren or my great grandchildren. You know, if they want to come on here, I'm leaving this basically for them, basically for my kids and my grandkids. I'll get my kids on here, so they've got record of them working with me side by side. We'll get my wife on here. It's going to be hard to get her on here. Her name is Jonay, but I call her Laura. That's because her uncle called her Laura. But her mom and dad, named her Jonay, and her uncle raised her for a few years. But her dad was in the Navy, and her dad and her mom got divorced. I'm not even going to go into that. That's a messy thing. I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to think about that. But she's been with me since 1986. We had a ups, we have a downs. But you guys, you want to know about marriage, you can ask me. On the men's side, you got to know when to give. You got to know when to walk away. You got to know when to say, hey, no, I'm not giving in. You don't need to scream. You don't need to holler. You don't need to shout. Be firm. And if you're in the wrong, and you know you're in the wrong, always, hey, I'm in the wrong. I'm sorry. It works. Believe me, it works. If you don't think you're in the wrong, talk to her. I mean, a lot of these marriages now is breaking up because, come on guys, let's face it. Men don't like to talk, okay? We don't like to say, hey, this is the way I feel. But if you want your marriage to work, you got to say, this is the way I feel. How do you feel? You got to be willing to try to think and try to understand the way your wife is feeling. It took me about 3 to 4 years to learn this. But, you know, I started listening to my uncles, and they says, hey, you got to talk. Communication. And they was right. Communication, okay? You got to do communication, because if you don't communicate, your marriage ain't going to work. And right now, me and my wife, I mean, we're so close now. It's just because we're communicating. I ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. I mean, 30 plus years. I mean, let me see. 86, 96, 2006, 2016, 17, 18, 19. Let's see. 33 years. Hey, doing something right. My daughter's 32. My oldest son's 30, and then 20 will be 28. My youngest son will be 28 this spring. So, got 13 grandkids. And so, yeah, we're doing something right. And listen, women, on the man side, okay, you might have a man that refuses to want to listen to you, okay? If you have one of those men and he refuses to communicate, only thing you can do, if you want to keep your marriage, only thing you can do is just tell him how you feel and walk away. Drop it. Believe it or not, he hears. And you tell him, hey, I'm mad, and this is why I'm mad. But women, you have to learn to drop it. Okay? My wife learned that. I learned to listen to her. She learned to tell me what was wrong with her and then drop it. Okay? You got a lot of these young girls. I call them girls because to me, they're immature. Okay? They're not the caliber of my wife. When you get a woman or a girl, she could be 30 years old and still be a girl. Okay, mentally. And want to argue. Yeah. Guys, if you get one of those who wants to do like this, best thing to do, try to work it out. If you love her, go to your pastor, marriage counselor. Try everything you can, but if it don't work and she just wants to keep doing like this and yelling and screaming, guys, you don't need to yell and scream. Okay? We're not built to yell and scream. Okay? We can, but we're not built to. Going to the gym doesn't work. To get rid of your frustration, best thing to do, walk. Not walk away and not just say forget the marriage. Take a walk. And you tell her, say, every time you want to scream, I'm walking. I'm taking a walk. Walk around the block. I'll be gone for 10 or 15 minutes. If I come back, you want to yell and scream again, I'm gone again. If you want to talk, we'll talk. Okay? Once she learns that you will sit there and listen to her, most girls will turn into a woman, and they will communicate and they'll tell you what's on their mind. Okay? And if you don't sit there and you don't listen, now there's guys out there that'll just, no. You can't just tune them out. Guys, listen to your wife. Wives, don't yell and scream. Talk. Men, talk. Tell her what's on your mind. She tells you what's on your mind. You work things out. Guys, you have to compromise. Guys don't like to compromise, but men, you have to compromise if you want your marriage to work. Okay. Anybody who got any questions about getting things to work, ask me. I'm a firm believer. If you marry a woman, you take that vow seriously. Sickness and in health, death do us part. And guys, hope you pick the right one, because it's the way I raised my kids. You know, I don't want to air any dirty laundry or anything like that, but there's some my kids is learning what I had to learn. I give them my advice. That's all I can do, is just give them my advice and tell them what helped for me. Hey, that's all I can do. That's all they can do. Just do what you can do and put it in God's hands. Everything will work out. Everything will work out. Just communicate. Communicate. Talk. Men, you got to listen. Women, don't nag. Don't go rah, 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 rah. Don't tell him 10 different ways the same thing. Say it one time. Straightforward. Don't hint around. Straightforward. Honey, you made me mad. You did this. And then he would say, well, maybe, hey, I didn't mean to. Or if he says he didn't mean to, ladies, 99.9% of the time, he didn't mean to. Men don't think when they do things. We just do them. Okay? Okay, well, guys, I've been out here for almost 18 minutes. I hope my grandkids and my great-grandkids and my great-great-grandkids, who, you know, hope YouTube is around then and they can just grab these things and listen to them and see part of history right here, because I'm not going to be around forever. Hopefully I'm around 20, 30 years. Hopefully I'm physically able to be here 20 or 30 years and get around and walk around and move around. And right now I got so much arthritis in my body, but I'm still up and going around. I never give in. So I'm hoping to live 90, 100 years old. Men in my family has lived that long. My dad's grandfather lived to be in his 90s. His brother lived to be 104. Now my grandfather, he died at 39. My dad died at 39. But life choice. That was all that was about, life choice. So, guys, if you like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. But hey, if no one does, if no one follows me except for my family, I don't care. Springtime, I'm going to be, hopefully I'll be on the property, and I'll start you guys on that road too. Right now I'm sitting in my truck, and if I can figure out how to upload pictures on here, I've taken a beautiful picture today, but I need to find out how to upload pictures. There's a lot of things on YouTube that I just got to try to figure out. You know, I'm smart in some ways. I'm not so smart in other ways. I can sit down with a computer that memory's wiped. I can write DOS. But to get me out down here to do something, try to figure something out, somebody else's program, I just got to try to figure it. I just got to work it, play with it, manipulate it. Just where it is. But yeah, I'm going to try to get pictures on here. I hope some of my people I'm following that I told them I've got a channel on here, I hope they get a hold of me and give me some information. I mean, that's all I need is just give me some information, stuff, what I need to do, how to do it. I don't need no shout outs. I just need somebody just to grab my hand and walk me through this process. Tell me how to figure out how to do things on YouTube. And you help me out down the road. I see someone struggling, I'm going to help them out. Maybe somebody will say, hey, I'm having problems. Well, what do you need help with? And I'll help them. That's the way I believe. I mean, even if no one tells me how to do this and no one walks me through the process, I will still help people out because I know I know what I'm going through right now, and it's very, very hard. There's a lot of things I can't do on this phone with YouTube, and I need to get me I got a tablet, I've got a laptop, but I'm letting my kids use them. I'm a good dad. Sometimes I don't think I am, but you know, they tell me I'm an awesome dad. So that helps. I mean, when you get your baby girl and your two baby boys come up to you and just tell you they love you and they respect you and that you're the best dad that they know, that means a lot to us. Okay, I try my best every day. I try to live a God-fearing life. That's just, you know, that's the only way to be. Treat everybody with respect. I demand people treat me with respect. Therefore, I treat them with respect. You want to disrespect me, I'll walk away. I don't need it. I don't want it. That's just the way it is. I won't sit there and argue with you. I'm too old to argue. It ain't worth it. I just walk away and pray for you. That's all I can do. If you want to be ignorant, you can be ignorant. I don't care. This old Appalachian hillbilly from West Virginia, you really can't hear my voice because Ohio schools took my accent away. Sometimes you'll hear it, sometimes, you know. And when I go down south and up into Wayne County, West Virginia, Logan County, West Virginia, and I come out of there after being down there in about 2 or 3 days, I'll sound totally different. I'll say y'all and over yonder, and I draw my speech out. It takes me about a month and a half to get get everything straightened back out. Okay, guys, I love you all. Talk to you guys later. Like I say, hit the like button about right in here somewhere. Subscribe button right here. Or is it over here? And then the bell. The bell's on the other side. Subscribe on one side, bell's on the other side, like button's in the middle. Okay, love you guys. Bye.